Communities threatened by wildfires in the West are finally getting some relief. Cooler weather is keeping several large fires from spreading more in California and Oregon. Hundreds of homes and other buildings have already been destroyed. The Dixie Fire in Northern California has scorched 325 square miles. That's an area larger than New York City. Oregon's Bootleg Fire has affected 625 square miles. That's mostly uninhabited land. As wildfire seasons get worse every year, tech companies are stepping in now to develop a new generation of tools. They're combining satellites, high-quality imaging, and artificial intelligence to predict where fires are likely to start before they start. NBCNews.com reporter Alicia Victoria Lozano joins us now with more on this. Alicia Victoria, how exactly are these tech companies coming together now to try to get ahead of these wildfires and predict them before they happen?
So it's actually a really interesting time right now. It feels like it's sort of all hands on deck as wildfires just get bigger and more dangerous, deadlier, costlier. So you have different sectors that are starting to enter the space, and that, of course, includes technology companies. And I should say Silicon Valley was a little bit slow to enter the sector, but over the last year, there's been this huge push to use more space-based technology to help with wildfire preparedness and also situational awareness on the ground. You know, as we can see right there, wildfires are just increasingly dangerous, and the folks that are on the ground really need to have a good understanding of what is happening out there. So some of these technology companies are creating maps that can be updated in real time, that can help assess risk, that can help search and rescue efforts by showing where fires are moving, where they might burn the hottest, where the vegetation is especially dry, and they're using space-based technology, so drones, artificial intelligence.
So when you talk to the Forest Service folks and firefighters out there, how are they planning to deploy this new technology?
So the biggest thing is situational awareness. Right now, there are many predictive tools that firefighting agencies are using. Of course, they are able to map boundaries. They're able to see how fire is moving, but sometimes that can take hours for it to happen. And so now we have companies that are bringing in real-time imaging. So incident commanders on the ground can know that a fire is going to move in a certain direction or a dangerous smoke plume is going to go towards a community. And that can help with search and rescue, but it could also help incident commanders keep their crews safe. And it can also help, which is a really important thing, with predicting what is going to burn next. And that, of course, will help communities stay safe, and it will also help the firefighters stay safe who are on the ground.
You know, more and more we're talking about climate change when we have conversations about these wildfires that have been happening. Have you been able to get a handle on how these technologies, how these tools might be able to help us understand climate change's impact on wildfires?
Right. So some of these maps actually come with technology that allows people to see where the driest vegetation is, where the drought levels are worse. And that can help prevent the fires in the first place, but it can also help to do things like prescribed burns. And prescribed burns are a really important feature to help keep forests healthy, to keep them thinned. But of course, to do that, you want to know what is at the most risk, what hasn't burned in the longest amount of time, what is the driest. And so some of these tools are able to predict that and also show you where the fires might move. So even if you're doing a controlled burn, then you can keep communities safe, and you can also bring them in to as part of the dialogue so that they understand why it's necessary to keep forests so healthy.
All right, Alicia Victoria Lozano, we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.